Well, the last little while, the temperature outside's been down around minus 30 Celsius, and I'm just getting over a little bit of a chest cold or something. So I haven't wanted to start my exhaust fan or make any dust. So instead of working on the body work, I've been tinkering with a few other things. Went down a bit of a rabbit hole. I was out in the shed and came across the dash from the parts car, and it is in much better shape than the one that came out of Dolly. I'll show you that one in a second. And so I started pulling it apart, and all these knobs they can be a real nuisance to get off of there. There's a little detent. Can we see it on here? Got to be able to see it on one of these. There. There's a detent button on the back side of the shaft, and so what you have to do is in through that hole in the knob, you have to push that down and then pull the knob off. Well, when they get seized on there, well, when I was doing the dash from Dolly, I broke a bunch of the knobs, and I ended up giving up because I wasn't getting anywhere with them. There's the dash that came out of Dolly. You can see it's a lot rustier, and some of the switches are still in there, and that's because I wasn't having any luck with the knobs. On the other dash, I made sure I soaked them with Deepcrete for quite a while first. So I'll probably go back and have another go at these knobs and see if I can't get them off and save some of these switches. But anyway, this blanking plate isn't in very good shape. The chrome around it is all rusted, and there isn't one on the other dash, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do there. I'll have to buy a new blanking plate, I guess. Okay, so I've been working on the instruments. I've got my tachometer all apart here. I've already cleaned up and sprayed the housing for it. The tachometer itself, I cleaned it up with mostly with WD-40 to try and clean out all the gunk. And before I put it back together, I'll make sure everything's well lubricated with instrument oil. But it looks like it's going to work for me. Now I very carefully masked off and resprayed the red. It was very faded. It was almost a yellow. I don't know if that's the correct red, but good enough, better than what it was. The other thing, when I pulled the needle off, I'm not quite sure how it's supposed to come apart. So I may have broken it. I think that maybe that should have come off with it. But hopefully it'll snap back on there, and if it won't, I guess I'll have to put a little bit of adhesive or something underneath that so it doesn't vibrate off. But I've got that looking better, and the chrome bezel, that cleaned up fairly well. There's a little bit of pitting on it, but no, it doesn't look bad. And even the needle, I masked it off, and I sprayed the needle itself with a nice bright white against the black. So that is almost ready to go back together. Now over here, I think that's the housing I'm going to be using. I still have to clean up the bezel. This is the speedometer over here, and I've got two of them apart. And one of the things I did want to show you, this was the first one I took apart. Okay. This was the one out of Dolly. And, well, actually this one I think was out of the parts car, not out of Dolly. Oh, I need a little pointer here. Okay, how well you can see it, but there's this little gear right here. You know what, I'm going to go and get some lighting and try and get this lit up so that it shows up on the camera. Okay, we'll try this again. I'm trying to look at this on the screen so I can see what you're seeing. But if you look right in here, there are teeth missing on this gear. And it's the same, if I flip it over, you see there's one of these gears for the trip odometer and one for the odometer. And same thing here, there's teeth missing. So actually this one, anyway, yeah. And so that this can apply the worm gear, when the speedometer cable is turning, it drives that worm gear, which in turn drives this little plastic gear. And it can exert a lot of torque, enough to shear the teeth off. So once the odometer gets sticky and gets hard to turn, it'll just shear those teeth right off. So I guess that's a fairly common problem. I was looking on Barney's website, and apparently somebody does make these gears now, but for a while they were unavailable. But yeah, so this one is basically scrap. I'm going to use the other one. So this one is the one that was originally out of Dolly. And what I did is, before I tried to turn it, I didn't touch it. I took it all apart. I lubricated everything. I washed it out with WD-40, and very carefully got things moving before I went at it and tried to spin it. So now you can see the gear is turning freely, and I don't have any missing teeth on that one. So if you're going to try and restore one of these things or get it working, make sure you lubricate everything first and make sure everything's able to move before you start trying to spin the thing over. Because I think I probably messed up the first one, because I took my drill and I shoved a square drive in the end there, and I rotated it, and so I may have sheared those gears off myself right out of the gate. But anyway, it is working. You can see the mileage there. I've got 1.4 or 0.4 of a mile on it, and that's just from spinning it over, playing with this screwdriver. You will see, I get in here, this here will lift up, and that will allow the odometer to turn. So if probably easier to see on the other side on the, yeah, see there's a lever here as well on this one. And when I spin it, Should see that lever go up and move one tooth. I can't spin very well like this and keep it in front of the camera. I'm going to put my drill in here. And if you watch that little arm on the top, you see it moving? Just keep indexing that one tooth at a time. And likewise, when I'm doing that, you can see the speedometer working. Can I get it out here? So I've got that all well lubricated now. I think it should work. And I've got the, I don't know what you call this, the reset. So I can crank the trip odometer back to 0. So that's ready to go. Now I still have to clean up the bezel and the glass and everything else, smarten up the case a little bit. But I've almost got the speedometer and tack ready to go. Okay, I have my tachometer. That's all cleaned up and back together. There's a rubber gasket down inside there, and you can see it on this other case, and they're pretty mashed up. So what I did is I had an inner tube here. This actually was a brand new one that I wasted, but whatever. And so I made myself up a new one. This one I didn't use because the shape wasn't very good, but yeah, simply let's see. For a while now, I've been just saving little pieces of pipe or tubing and just sharpening off the outside to make a punch. So like I've got a bunch of different sizes now. So those are free tools, but I mean it's pretty simple. You know, whatever you need, you just find a tube the right size. And hit it a little harder than that, I guess. Anyway, simple enough to make the rubber gaskets. But yeah, so that's all back together, and now I'm going to put it in a plastic bag and set it aside until it's ready to go in the car. Everything cleaned up and ready to go back together. So now So the bezel, this O-ring that I bought, it might be a little bit larger diameter, and I might have a hard time putting this together, so we'll find out right away. Let's see. Yep, I think it's just a little bit too fat and won't compress enough for me to lock that on there. This has to go on and twist, but I can't press it down quite far enough, so I have some more O-ring material coming, and we might not get it for a week or so. No. Nope. Okay, well, no luck. What came out of there was actually just a little piece of wire that was just bent over at the ends. Might get that again, but I'm going to try and get a proper tiny cotter pin to go through there. And I'm waiting on the rubber for the bezel. But aside from that, it's done and ready to be well, set aside until the appropriate time. So into the plastic bag it goes with the tachometer. Okay, so I'll set that aside until I get the other gasket and a cotter pin, and come on back. Hopefully we'll see you on the next one, and if you'd like to help out the channel, give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and yeah, have a good one. See you next time.